like every set that I was doing, every exercise that I was doing, every rep that I was doing, I felt like great joy, because it was like a rep, a set, a weight that get me one step closer to my goal, to make my goal become a reality. But you're an artist on your body. You're shaping your body like you're using dumbbells and barbells and machines, as if you use they use clay and different tools to shape the clay to make a sculpture.
Passion isn't about getting recognition. It's about building something that makes a difference. So ask yourself, what's your mission? What's your calling? Whatever it is, start now. Push past the doubts, the fears, the obstacles, and get after it. This is your time, your journey. Tomorrow doesn't hold your success. Today does. Wake up every day ready to become the best version of yourself.
That if you have a very clear vision and you're absolutely convinced and have the faith in your vision, then all the work that you need to do becomes easier because there's a purpose for it. So you have to have a specific goal, whatever it is, how crazy it is.
Greatness doesn't come from where you start. It comes from what you choose to do with every opportunity, every challenge, and every moment that tests your resolve. Success isn't built on a road paved with easy victories, but on a foundation of passion, hard work, and an unshakable belief in your potential. The path won't be easy. It never is. There will be doubts, challenges, and moments of loneliness as you push forward when the world seems to doubt your vision. But the key is not to focus on the obstacles. Focus on what is within your control. Dedication to your craft, belief in the process, and an unwavering commitment to getting better every single day are the cornerstones of success. Remember, success isn't just about talent or circumstance. It's about discipline, grit, and a willingness to keep pushing even when you fail. Defeats can either be the end or the fuel for your fire. Don't give up. Don't accept defeat. Get back up, work harder, and believe in your potential to be the best. Success doesn't come overnight. It's built brick by brick, hour by hour, through dedication, grit, and an unwavering belief in yourself. Every day, you're either getting better or you're staying the same. The choice is yours. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. You don't evolve by sticking to the easy path. Champions are built in the moments when they push past the pain, the fatigue, and the doubt. They don't stop at good enough. They aim higher. They dig deeper. Look, it's easy to be average. Most people are content staying where they are, afraid to take the leap into the unknown. But you're not most people. You're here because you want more, because you have a vision for your life that goes beyond what's comfortable.
The key thing is that we know where we are going. No matter how difficult it is, we got to know where we're going. You got to have a vision. Because as soon as you have a vision and as soon as you have a goal, which means you have to be really in touch with your passion and what is inside, rather than just keep looking and checking out what everyone else is doing. Well, you're not gonna get an idea what everyone else is doing. No, you have to find out what you are gonna do. Forget about everyone else. Let's find out what you're gonna do. And so this is why I say, find your passion, find the place where you want to go, no matter how difficult it is, and it makes it fun then to chase after that vision.
Every one of us is built from the experiences we've gathered, the obstacles we've faced, and the decisions we've made. But if there's one thing that separates those who reach greatness from those who don't, it's this: the willingness to put yourself out there and embrace the challenge. You see, passion isn't something you wait for. It's something you discover through action, through perseverance. Each moment you spend learning, growing, and sharing your knowledge with others, you're building the foundation of your future success. The key to unlocking your potential is to stay true to your purpose. You have to be honest with yourself about what drives you, not because you want to be recognized, not because you seek validation, but because you genuinely want to contribute to something bigger. That fire inside you, it needs to come from a place of integrity, from a desire to make an impact, no matter how big or small. Stop holding back. You have a unique gift, a passion that no one else can replicate, and the world needs you to put it out there, to let your light shine. Not because you seek recognition or applause, but because you have something to offer that can change lives. Here's the truth. The easy road never leads to greatness. It's the path with the twists and turns, the uphill climbs, and the dark, uncertain corners that will take you to the top.
I've gone through all of this stuff, and this is why I tell so many young kids today, I said, you're making a big mistake to always look for comfort, because comfort is the evil of everything. Comfort is not good. Looking for the easy way out is not good. He said, we got to go and confront kind of resistance. And it's like Nietzsche said, that what does not kill you will make you stronger. And this is exactly what it is. If we can overcome kind of like all those obstacles, then we get strong. And we can endure much more. And we look at the world totally differently, and we don't whine about every little thing.
If you believe in something, protect that belief with everything you have. Surround yourself with people who lift you higher and share your vision, but also know that at the end of the day, it's your journey to walk. No one else can walk it for you, and no one else will fully understand the depths of your determination.
Don't listen to the naysayers. But it's always no. It says, okay, in bodybuilding I heard the same thing. You would never be a bodybuilding champion because you're an Austrian, you become a ski champion, maybe. And I worked my ass off, I believed in myself, and I moved closer and closer, and every time someone said, it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen, I got one step closer,
Whether you're chasing success in the gym, your career, or life in general. Success isn't about having the perfect start or always winning. It's about pushing through the moments when you doubt yourself, when others doubt you, and when the finish line seems far away. It's about being relentless, believing in yourself when no one else does, and knowing that your effort, your dedication, will get you where you want to be. When you look in the mirror every morning, what do you see? Do you see potential? Do you see greatness? Or do you only see the challenges ahead? Life is about setting goals, believing in yourself, and pushing through the doubts, fears, and obstacles that stand in your way. No matter where you come from or what others think, greatness is within your reach. Everything that you need to succeed is already inside you. Your experiences, your passion, your knowledge, and your heart are all pieces of the puzzle. Success doesn't come to those who sit and wait. It comes to those who are willing to step out, take risks, and put themselves on the line. It's not about having all the answers from the start. It's about taking that first step and learning along the way. It's about building relationships, creating value, and giving back to the world. You might fail sometimes, but with every failure comes a lesson. That's how we grow. That's how we become better. Every setback is setting you up for an even bigger comeback. Don't chase fame. Chase purpose. Chase what truly drives you, what keeps you up at night, what you would do even if no one else was watching.
Welcome to Psycho's Body Shop. When we say Camp Psycho, that term, we really try to make it a camp. Like, you see the gym, there's only one other person here. We try to clean things out before he gets here. And we just train him. It's not about joking or laughing or playing around. This is very serious. It's more. This is more. And it's a camp. It's a camp. He's in a cabin. He trains. He goes back. He eats his food and get ready for the next battle. And that's how we do it. So that's Camp Psycho. There's not going to be a lot of people around. And the people that are around, they're competitors or they're assistant competitors. So everybody's like-minded here.
Just us. Only us. No music. Just flesh and blood and metal. We get to work and we work it. Trying to always be positive. And the goal is not being in competition with anyone except myself, my previous self. So it's always been my drive, beats the previous self.
For over 3 decades, the drive and passion have been unshakable, fueling a relentless pursuit of excellence in bodybuilding. It's inspiring to witness how this dedication doesn't wane with time, but only grows stronger. The moment you take that stage, people see not just the body, but the mindset behind it. The fans see the grit, the perseverance, and the commitment to improving each day. Never underestimate the power of these small moments, because they add up and they define legacies. Just look at the joy when fans or competitors come up to ask questions. It's a testament to a lifetime of dedication and respect earned. In this sport, every encounter holds value. Whether it's a simple handshake, a quick conversation, or someone taking a picture with you, these moments reflect the impact you have. And it's not about being perfect or always winning, but showing up every day with gratitude, with the willingness to give your all on and off the stage. Your physique is not just luck, it's the result of focus, attention to detail, and years of work. You're transforming, not just physically, but mentally, into something unique and special for the sport. Whether it's in New York, Dubai, or anywhere else, that drive, that energy never fades. You're bringing something different, something that excites people and keeps them talking long after the show is over. You're a reminder that no matter how far you've come, the journey is just beginning. So stay focused, stay humble, and always remember that the best is yet to come.
So a lot of times when people think Camp Psycho, they think it's this, and we're yelling and barking in his ear. And the good thing about when I think all that barking and yelling, I think you do that mostly when the person's not self-motivated and a person doesn't believe. So you actually try to verbally, with yelling and screaming, implant your belief into that person. As you see now, it's like a church in here, no music, very quiet. That's because Andrew knows what he has to do. But the most dangerous part about that, Andrew knows what he can do. So I don't have to yell and bark and motivate him. We keep the time, we keep the tempo going, and we're just here making sure he does what he has to do. We don't have to yell at him to get him to do what he has to do. If there's a lot of yelling, I think there's a lot of disbelief. He believes and he knows his destiny, and I think he's going to fulfill that.
You didn't wait for the perfect moment or the right conditions. You created them. Your journey embodies resilience, hard work, and creativity, traits that are essential for any athlete or individual striving for greatness. The path you've walked, from humble beginnings, overcoming challenges, and constantly pushing yourself to be better, is nothing short of inspirational.
On the day at the body shop, Andrew Jacks, we're here. Doing what we're supposed to do. Sticking to the plan, not going off course or off program. Just I just show up, follow instructions, get the job done. Then next time when it's show time, of course, I just have to be there, showcase what we've been working on, just how it should be like. Whatever comes, we'll take it.
The creativity that once helped you build makeshift tools as a kid is the same mindset that helps you succeed today. You're not just a product of your circumstances, you're a force that shapes them. You've learned that discipline isn't about perfection. It's about making the choice to commit day after day, no matter how hard it gets. Sometimes you might stumble, but it's the willingness to get back up and push forward that defines you. Remember, every great transformation doesn't come from comfort, but from constantly stepping into discomfort with the belief that you can be better. Every competition, every workout, every meal you train yourself to conquer is a step toward being the best version of yourself. It's not about the number of meals, the number of days you prep, or the number of times you've had to adjust your plan. What truly matters is that you continue to rise, adapt, and evolve. You've shown that the key to success isn't just talent, but the confidence to take risks. As you said, no risk, no reward. You stepped out of your comfort zone, whether in the streets of Nigeria or the gyms of Dubai. It didn't matter where you started. started, it mattered where you were heading. You always trusted your gut, knowing that when you focus, the results would follow. The challenges you faced only built that internal drive to push further and defy limits. In sports, like in life, success is built on determination and resilience. When others might hesitate or make excuses, you push forward. You don't settle for being average. You strive for greatness, and that's what makes you a standout.
With this prep, we had the most amount of time together. He's the most locked in. And, you know, I can't say who he's going to beat. But I can say he's going to beat himself. And people say his Texas look was his best look. And he can walk on stage right now and beat his Texas look. But I think he's going to be much improved. A very good package.
Life is a journey, and each step forward matters. No matter where you are in the world or how tired you feel, your dedication and persistence are what truly define you. Sometimes the path seems like a labyrinth, just like that gym you walked into, where room after room opened up. But that's the beauty of life. With each turn, you discover something new, something bigger. Sometimes life takes unexpected turns, but it's often in those moments that you find yourself achieving greatness. Your journey reflects that tenacity. You've always known deep down that when you set your mind to something, no challenge could stop you. From a young age, you didn't wait for anyone's validation. You carved your own path. People around you knew that once you embarked on something, you'd return with results that not only exceeded expectations, but made them proud. They could brag about your accomplishments because you never settled for less. Remember that greatness isn't about the titles or accolades. It's about the choices you make every day. It's about continuously developing yourself, becoming a better version of yourself with each challenge. Others may call you a superstar, but to you, it's simply the result of a lifetime of hard work and self-discipline. You've never followed the crowd, and that's what sets you apart. From the very beginning, you had that fire within, that unstoppable energy to do things your way. You didn't wait for approval or recognition. You knew that whatever you put your mind to, you could achieve. And while others might hesitate or doubt, you've always taken that leap, knowing deep down that greatness requires risk.
When I lost my father, the gym became my only happy place. I stay all day in gym, and I sleep in the gym for 2 years. I don't go at home for 2 years. I sleep in the gym because it's the only place that I feel at home. And bodybuilding real saved my life. No, not save my life, save my future. Because with the gym I have a future. I have a passion, sports, business, and a lot of projects. Without gym, I don't know which road I can take when I was young. Maybe better choice.
Every single one of us carries within a vision, a dream that burns in our heart. For some, it's crystal clear, while for others, it's a foggy image in the distance. But here's the truth. What defines your future is not how clearly you can see the finish line today. It's the relentless daily drive to move forward, no matter the obstacles that stand in your way. Andrea Presti, a man who started with nothing but a dream and a burning passion, is living proof of this. Andrea Presti is living proof that when you trust in your journey, even in the face of doubt, you can rise above. He faced adversity, losing his father, the absence of guidance, and the struggles of small-town life. But he found a home in the gym. Through the discipline and passion of bodybuilding, he built a future that no one else could see. It wasn't easy. There were countless days when he had no direction, trying everything from extreme diets to sleeping in the gym because it was the only place where he felt he belonged. But even when others didn't understand his passion, his friend Luca believed in him from the start. That support, combined with his relentless determination, transformed him into a successful bodybuilder, entrepreneur.
My mission in Italy is try to discover the bodybuilding, because in Italy bodybuilding was really famous in the 90s. After that the bodybuilding disappeared completely, and people watch the bodybuilder like
strange people. In Italy, since 2 years ago, if you're talking about bodybuilding, is only people die, only people... no. Bodybuilding is extremely part of bodybuilding. I'm the part of bodybuilding, and I see all the things of that sport. So I can explain you the best and the worst of the bodybuilding. I wanted to teach to young people bodybuilding. Only if you go into war, you can talking about peace. If you stay at home and you're talking about peace, you can't talking about peace because you never tried the war. I tried the war, I tried the peace, and so I can explain you the best and the worst of the bodybuilding.
Andrea's story is not just about muscle or strength. It's about the power of perseverance, about turning hardships into fuel for greatness. His foundation for underprivileged youth shows us that true success is measured not just by personal achievement, but by the impact you make in the lives of others. He aims to provide free gym memberships to those who can't afford it, helping them find a sense of purpose, discipline, and hope. So let me ask you, what's your dream? What is the vision you carry inside you? Maybe it feels impossible right now. Maybe you're stuck in a place where no one else understands or believes in your dream. But let Andrea's story remind you, you don't need to wait for the perfect moment or the perfect resources to begin. You just need to start. You need to show up every day, ready to do the work. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to fail, because failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the journey. Every setback, every doubt, every obstacle is shaping you, making you stronger, and preparing you for the greatness that lies ahead. But if you keep pushing, if you keep believing, one day you will look back and realize that all the hard work, all the sacrifices were worth it.
Mind over matter. Gotta finish strong. This is it. It's mind over matter. Your mind will quit before your body does. That ain't gonna be me. My body will quit before my mind. Stay strong. This is where you level up. You become the best version of you. You lead the way. Lead by example. This is it. All about you versus you, brother. New levels.
For me, I inspire for a lot of champions, but for me there is a champion and a person. And it's difficult that people have both. There is a real great champion, but normal people, or maybe worst people, and or good people, but not a real champion. It's very difficult to find both characteristics in one people.
Today was a battle. Oh. But guess what? We won. We won another day. And that's to be expected, bro. This is what we asked for. Consider it pure joy when faced with trials of many kinds. This is a Bible verse. Consider it pure joy when faced with trials. That's hard to do, man. We all want it to be comfortable and easy. And smooth sailing, you know, and that's not where the growth is. The growth, I'm not just talking about physical, I'm talking about mental growth. Life in general, leveling up as a human being is in the struggle, it's in the grind, it's in those tough, hard days.
You've put in the work. You've pushed your body to its limits, eating clean for years, only recently allowing yourself the occasional cheat meal to fuel your growing physique. You've trained with incredible intensity, destroying one muscle group at a time, giving it your all in every session. And every time someone doubted you, you didn't just prove them wrong, you showed them that you define your destiny. I remember when I committed to putting on 10 pounds. People thought I was crazy. They said it couldn't be done. And honestly, sometimes I doubted it too, but I had made a promise to myself. And when you make a promise to yourself, you owe it to yourself to see it through. So I trained harder. I ate more. I stayed in the gym when others left. And eventually, those 10 pounds, I earned them. This isn't just about bodybuilding. This is about life. You can't be afraid to demand more from yourself. You can't be afraid to challenge what others think is possible. You've got to go beyond your comfort zone again and again, because that's where real growth happens, the kind of growth that lasts. People will doubt you. They'll tell you your dreams are too big, but they aren't living your life. You are. You owe it to yourself to try. And if you fall, you get back up, you learn, and you keep moving forward. Because at the end of the day, it's not about winning or losing. It's about who you become in the process.
I certainly believe that dreams come true. If you have a dream, you can make it happen. You can chip away at it and become. Because I've been around people like that. Their attitude was like, "What do you want to do? Let's go, let's go."
If you give up on your dreams, if you give up on your dreams,
Easy money.
what do you have left? Nothing.
Nowadays, everybody wants to fit in somewhere.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good set, man.
Life has a way of surprising us, shaping our paths in ways we never imagined. We look back on our journey, the faces we met, the memories we created, and realize how far we've come. When you're in the thick of it, grinding day in and day out, it's easy to forget that these are the moments you'll one day cherish. But it's those very moments that build your legacy. Remember, every person you encounter, every opportunity that crosses your path, whether it's a mentor, a fleeting moment, or even a setback, is a piece of the puzzle that shapes who you become. People like Joe, who made bodybuilding not just a sport, but a global lifestyle, opened doors none of us thought possible. His passion, like a burning flame, ignited ours. His belief that if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. It wasn't just a quote, it was a way of life.
And I think we're all good at something. We're all good at something, really. And I think if you're really still, if you make yourself really still and quiet, which is hard to do in this day and age of social media, okay, Facebook and Instagram, but if you're really still and quiet, if you can be quiet for a half hour without, like, meditation, you know, you sort of, the answers will come. You know what to do. You really know what to do, as you did with your gym.
Everything's down to you. You know, it's like your life is your projection and it's your movie, and people come into your movie depending on you, you know, and they treat you in a certain way depending on you. So they're just all bit players in your movie. That's the way I look at it, and it's your movie and you're responsible for what goes in your movie. Be yourself and always question everything and make your own conclusions and live your own life. But don't just follow. Create, make your own path, whatever that is. And I'm not here to tell you what it is, but that's what I can tell you. You know, you can be within physical boundaries, pretty much what you want, what you put your energy into that's going to bring it up.
When you're striving for greatness, it's easy to look at others and feel like you're falling short. Maybe you're a little slimmer than others, or don't put on muscle as fast, and it seems like the standard is always just out of reach. But remember, your path is yours. Just like the greats before you, You have your own strengths, and your journey is about discovering and maximizing those. Bodybuilders like Arnold, Dorian, and even Mike Mentzer went through phases of doubt and experimentation. But what set them apart wasn't just their physique, it was their persistence and their willingness to adapt. Dorian Yates, for example, didn't stick to what worked for others. He knew his body wasn't like Arnold's, and that was okay. He found his own rhythm. You might try working out 6 days a week, but if your body says slow down, listen to it. Maybe you need more rest. Maybe you need more intense, focused sessions. Whatever it is, find your pace. Don't be discouraged if you're not packing on muscle overnight. Training is an art, and just like any masterpiece, it takes time. It's about working smart, listening to your body, and letting the results come to you. Sometimes, stepping back and resting can give you more gains than pushing endlessly forward. Rest is just as important as the grind.
Like being uncomfortable. Another thing that Squat Rack told me, taught me, is when you're uncomfortable is when you grow. We know that from the gym. When you're uncomfortable is when you grow. So I like being uncomfortable in life. I had this attitude that I can do it. There's nothing I can't do. If I can squat 400, 535, or how many, 23, whatever it was, I can do anything. I believed that, and it worked, because I believed it.
Think about those workers, toiling underground for hours every day just to feed their families. That's hard work. That's the kind of effort that demands respect. When you're sweating it out in the gym, remember you have a privilege many don't. A choice to push yourself in something you love. It's easy to get lost in the small stuff, in the debates, and in what people think is right or wrong. But you've got to remember, you define your life. You're the one in control. The goals you set, the battles you fight every day, those are your choices, your challenges. Whether it's training for a competition, fighting for your family, or chasing that dream, remember, it's all up to you. You'll face ups and downs, that's life, we all do. But it's how you approach those challenges that defines you.
I know about life I learned at the Squat Rack. I learned how to fail in the gym. I learned how to fail and fall on my face many, many times that you never read about, okay? And I keep getting up.
There's no room for doubt, no space for fear when you've got your eyes set on something bigger. Like the warriors of old, every day can be a battle, but it's a battle you can win. What you do today echoes for years to come. You're crafting your future. The weights you lift, the goals you set, they're building more than just muscle. They're shaping your character. Each day is another chance to show up, to conquer your doubts, and to remind yourself that you're not just working for today, but for a life of meaning and fulfillment. And don't let society define your path. Fit in? No, you're not here to blend in, you're here to stand out. Don't follow the crowd. Set your own course. You have a unique gift, a purpose, and it's up to you to unleash it on the world. So don't wait for next week, next month, or next year to start going after what you want. Right now is your time. Get after it like your life depends on it, because it does. The future is yours to build. One rep, one day, one victory at a time. And when it's all said and done, you'll look back and realize it wasn't about the destination. It was about the relentless pursuit, the passion, the grind, and the journey that made you who you are.
You know, that's what people got to realize. I think when you look at people that you admire, you see their success and you think everything is always easy or is always cool for them or something. But I mean, everybody goes through life with ups and downs, and we're all going to lose some people, you know? We're going to lose somebody we love, and we all go through these things. It's life. So it's never smooth for anybody.
There will be victories and losses, but let me tell you this, sometimes the loss is the greatest win you'll ever have. I lost a few shows, but I gained a career, a legacy, a lifetime of memories that still fuels my fire today. It's not always about being on top of the podium. It's about standing tall, no matter the outcome. That's what true champions do. They rise, not just with their body, but with their spirit. And you know what? The stage, the trophies, the accolades, they're all amazing. But the real victory is when you inspire someone else to believe in themselves, to chase their dreams just like you did. That's the true power of this journey. It's not just about building your body. It's about building a life that leaves an impact. People like Artie Zeller and the legends that came before us, what they taught us is timeless. They showed us that it's not just about the physique, but about creating something bigger than yourself. It's about leaving a legacy that inspires others, that makes people remember your name long after you've left the stage. You see, we don't just lift weights to get stronger. We do it to show the world what's possible, to push the limits of human potential and inspire others to do the same.
Life is not going to be easy, and nothing's going to be given to you. Like I say, anything that you're going to get out of life, you're going to have to work hard. But with that hard work and dedication, there are some great rewards. I was always trying to be the best at everything that I did. I was always challenging myself to be the best at everything it was that I did, because being the best, the rewards were greater.
Every champion has a story, a journey marked by blood, sweat, and tears. But the greatest battles aren't always fought in the gym, they're often within. The burning desire to be great, to reach the pinnacle of our potential, and to live a life that leaves an indelible mark on this world. But let me tell you, greatness is not handed out like free samples. It is earned, fought for, and sometimes painfully clawed out from the depths of adversity. You see, many people will look at the successful, the strong, the champions, and they'll say, they're just gifted, they're lucky. But luck doesn't bench press 500 pounds. Luck doesn't run marathons. And luck sure as hell doesn't show up when the world is sleeping. What you see as luck is nothing more than relentless effort, sweat, and an unyielding belief that failure is not an option.
I've overcome so much adversity in the almost 60 years that I've been on here on this planet, that I'm able to overcome that much more as long as I'm here on this planet, because of the fight in me. They say it's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog.
Let today be the day you step into your greatness. The world is waiting for what only you can offer. Now go out there and make it happen.
I always challenge myself at everything that I did. Everything. You are not the best at something, you can always become better. There's always a way that you can either outwork somebody or outthink them. And that's kind of the way I looked at bodybuilding. You know, when I first got into it, I wasn't that good because I really didn't know that much. I figured that, you know, if I could do things that certain people won't do, I can be just as good as they are.
We live in a world that often celebrates instant success. But real success? Real greatness? It's forged over time, through discipline, through the unwavering commitment to your craft. It's about making the right choices every single day, choices that are hard, choices that require sacrifice. It's about saying no to the easy path and yes to the one filled with challenges. It's easy to look at others who have achieved greatness and think, why not me? But greatness isn't reserved for a select few. It's something each of us can achieve if we're willing to put in the work, make sacrifices, and never lose sight of our goals. Just like in the world of bodybuilding, where every rep, every set, every moment in the gym is a step toward a higher level of performance, so too is every effort in life a step toward your own greatness. It's not about where you start, it's about how you rise above every challenge. It's about how you push through the pain, the doubt, and the setbacks.
God has a plan for each and every single one of us. It's something I've always believed that something that's meant to happen, and it's God's plan for it to happen. It's going to happen, regardless of where that information comes from. I believe that, certain things that are destined to happen are going to happen regardless, eventually. Whatever it is that you're so in love with, that you think is a hobby, and that you think you probably can't get paid for, or that you have so much fun doing it. They say if you have passion for something, you never really work a day in your life. If it's something like that, that's probably what you chosen, you were put here to do. That's probably your calling or your career path that, God has chosen for you.
Every great achievement begins with a decision to step up, to push forward, and to embrace the grind. Take a moment to think about what truly excites you. What drives you to get up in the morning with a fire in your heart? Is it your work, your hobbies, your goals? Whatever it is, that passion is the key to unlocking your full potential. When you pursue what you love, you are not merely working, you are living with purpose. You're not counting hours, but living moments. The more you engage in your passion, the less it feels like a chore, and the more it feels like a privilege. This is where greatness is born, not from obligation, but from a genuine love for what you do. Life isn't easy, and the road to success is often paved with challenges that test your willpower, your resilience, and your very essence. I've been there. I've stood in fields under the scorching sun, working from dawn till noon, chopping cotton in the relentless heat of Louisiana. The days were long, the work was grueling, and the pay, though better than the minimum wage, felt like it cost me a piece of my soul. But I learned something invaluable in those fields. Nothing worth having comes easy. From there, I took on jobs that required me to break my back and push my limits, whether it was wielding a jackhammer in a hazardous suit, or working multiple jobs in high school just to make ends meet. These experiences taught me the importance of hard work and perseverance. They instilled in me a relentless drive to be the best, no matter the challenge. When you're pushed to your limits, when life seems like it's throwing everything at you, that's when your true character is revealed. It's not about how hard the challenges are, it's about how you rise to meet them. Remember, every great success story starts with struggle. Every champion has faced moments where they questioned if they could keep going. But here's the thing, those moments of doubt are where the magic happens. It's where you dig deep, find that inner strength you didn't know you had, and push forward. Whether you're chopping cotton under the scorching sun, breaking your back in grueling jobs, or navigating the complexities of modern life, every single challenge is an opportunity to grow. So when you're down, when you feel like you can't take another step, remember this. Greatness is not in the destination. It's in the journey. It's in every sweat-drenched workout, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt that you overcome. It's in the decision to get back up every time you fall.
Bodybuilding is all about knowledge, and the more you have, the better off you're going to be. So I try to tell somebody, each and every bodybuilder that comes up to me and asks me, how do I become better, and how do I get to where you are? Well, I learned from experience. I didn't know anything at all about bodybuilding when I got into it. Nothing. Didn't know how to diet, pose, or nothing. But people taught me this stuff. So I just tell people, find somebody who's very knowledgeable and who have proved it.
When the weights are heavy, when your body screams in protest, remember that it's not just physical strength that will carry you through. It's the strength of your mind, your resolve. Pain is temporary, but glory is eternal. Don't let a setback define you. Let it refine you. Whether it's an injury, a criticism, or a moment of self-doubt, face it head on. Adapt, overcome, and keep moving forward. You have the power to turn your struggles into your greatest triumphs. Don't let fear, fatigue, or failure stop you. Instead, let them fuel your determination. Each setback is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to come back stronger. You're not defined by your failures, but by how you rise from them. Remember, you're not just working towards a goal. You're living your life with purpose. And when you live with purpose, nothing is impossible. Keep pushing, keep believing, and never, ever give up on what you love.
All right, guys, we're here at the Visa Center. We got the first appointment of the morning. It's 7 something in the morning, and we want to be able to get in here, meet our appointment. All right, guys, not good. It looks like they can't print out visas here. Just want to let you know that many of you don't understand how hard it is for us to be able to do this every year. All right, so everyone knew last year if Hadi Chopin was here a little bit earlier, there could have been a big difference with his outcome. Finally he's here, thank God. Thank God, guys. We finally got him here. Hadi Chopin is here in America.
Times when you're aspiring to achieve great things, you're gonna have the naysayers come out, you know, and some are like family or friends that are.
I call it white noise. There's always going to be negative people out there.
Yeah,
they're going to talk crap.
Noise.
Yeah, and if you just set your mind to do something, you know, you just have to be persistent, work hard. You know, like my dad, you know, set that in my head. It's like work hard, and you will reap the rewards. If you just sit back and think it's going to be handed in your lap, you're not going to get that.
That's not going to happen.
No. You know, I really believe in positive affirmation. You hear a lot about now positive affirmation, to put in your head over and over that you're going to be able to accomplish something, that it will happen. And I was so positively that I was going to be Mr. America and Mr. Universe that year. And I knew that if I was going to move to California, that I was going to take California by storm. My mindset, I was so focused and driven to be this great bodybuilder. I felt it was destined that I was going to become a great bodybuilder. Even though I was told I didn't have the genetics, I didn't have the knowledge, there was no way that I was going to be this great bodybuilder. And I just said, I'm going to do it.
Life is a battleground, and every one of us has our battles to fight. Some of us step into the ring as underdogs, doubted by others, and sometimes even by ourselves. But it's not where you start that defines you, it's where you finish. I've been a fighter all my life, and as a bodybuilder, I was always the underdog. But let me tell you something, being the underdog is a blessing in disguise. When you're an underdog, the world doesn't expect you to win. People doubt you, they tell you that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes. But it's in those moments when the world is against you that you have the chance to dig deep and find out who you really are. Your legacy isn't built in a day, it's built day by day. Every time you choose discipline over laziness, every time you choose to push harder instead of giving up, you're writing your legacy. You're showing the world, and more importantly yourself, that you are someone who never gives up, who fights for every inch, who will not be defeated by life's challenges. Success isn't about avoiding risk or waiting for the perfect moment. It's about having the courage to take that leap of faith, even when you're unsure of the outcome. It's about waking up every day, making your bed, and starting your day with small wins that build the foundation for bigger victories. Remember, it's not about where you start, it's about how you finish. The future is not some distant point in time, it's created by the decisions you make today. Make decisions that your future self will thank you for. Decide to be strong, decide to be relentless, decide to be the best version of yourself. And when you do, you'll not only transform your own life, but you'll inspire everyone around you to do the same. I was told there was no way I would become a great bodybuilder. They said I didn't have the genetics, the background, or the resources. But guess what? I didn't listen. I used every doubt, every criticism as motivation to push harder, to train longer, to become not just a bodybuilder, but one of the best. Being the underdog taught me the value of hard work, of resilience, of never giving up, no matter what. It taught me to focus on what I could control. My effort, my attitude, my commitment. And with that mindset, I was able to climb to the top, to become a bodybuilding champion, and eventually a successful entrepreneur. But here's the thing, it wasn't just about winning trophies or titles. It was about proving to myself that I could achieve anything I set my mind to. It was about cultivating a champion's mentality, a mentality that says, no matter what comes my way, I will find a way to overcome it. I will find a way to win. From the moment I stepped into the gym as a skinny kid with big dreams, I knew I was going to have to work harder, push further, and believe deeper than anyone else around me. The world told me I couldn't, that I didn't have the genetics, the strength, the potential to become great, but I didn't listen. Because deep inside, I knew I was destined for something greater. Every weight I lifted, every set I pushed through, every drop of sweat that fell, each one was a step closer to my goal. I knew that the pain, the sacrifice, and the struggle were all necessary. They were shaping me, building me not just as a bodybuilder, but as a warrior in life. To those of you facing your own battles, I say this: embrace the struggle. Lean into the discomfort. Let the doubt from others be the fire that drives you forward. There will be days when it feels like the world is against you, but those are the days when champions are made. Those are the days when you dig deep, find your strength, and keep moving forward. No matter how strong the storm, stand tall, fight hard, and never stop believing in yourself. I stood on the stage with giants, men who were stronger, bigger, and more experienced than me, but I didn't see them as unbeatable. I saw them as challenges, as motivation. Every time I was told I couldn't, it fueled my determination. I used that doubt, that skepticism, as the very reason to push harder. Remember, it's not about being the biggest or the strongest. It's about being the one who refuses to give up, the one who gets up every time they're knocked down, the one who believes in their own greatness even when no one else does.
I think that you'll agree that motivation is one thing, discipline is another. Discipline is I think the mindset that makes champions, and it's the ability, discipline is the ability to do the hard things over and over and over again, even when you don't want to do.
Life isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. And like any race, it's not just about speed, but about endurance, tenacity, and the will to keep pushing forward. Even when the road gets tough, we all face challenges, whether it's health, aging, or the daily grind. But it's how we respond to those challenges that defines us. Take a lesson from the champions of yesterday and today. Those who have reached the pinnacle of success didn't do so because they avoided failure. No, they succeeded because they embraced it. They understood that each setback was a stepping stone, a lesson, a chance to pivot and grow. They learned to fail forward. It's easy to be complacent, to tell yourself that you're doing just fine. But deep down, you know that fine isn't good enough. Fine isn't what makes legends. Fine won't give you the life you dream of. It's not about being perfect. It's about striving for greatness every single day. It's about setting your standards high and not settling for anything less than what you're truly capable of. There will be moments when it feels like too much, when you're tired, when the results aren't coming as fast as you want. But remember, the greatest achievements come when you push past the pain, past the doubt, past the point where most people quit. That's where the magic happens. That's where you find out who you really are.
It's not a failure if you learn from it and you adjust course and then you take the next step. But what happens a lot of times is that people they're afraid of what others are going to think. They feel you can't care about what others think. You just have to do what you need to do to get to your goal.
For me, where I come from, you know, I come from nothing. The middle of nowhere in Brazil, small city. That's where I come from.
Achieving our goals and making a meaningful impact in our lives is something that many of us aspire to. It requires a deep commitment, self-motivation, and the willingness to go above and beyond. To achieve our goals, we must make a 100% commitment to give the best effort we've ever given. Our comfort zone can be the deadliest place we find ourselves in. It's where we settle for mediocrity and resist change. To truly achieve our goals, we must step out of our comfort zone and embrace discomfort. We should constantly seek growth and improvement, never becoming too comfortable with where we are. Satisfaction with our current achievements can be a hindrance to our growth. We should never be content with what we have. Instead, we should constantly strive for more. Easy never pays well, so we must be willing to put in the effort and work harder than everyone else.
I don't want this to my life. I want to be different. I don't know, since I was children, I always had something different, from my friends. I play soccer, I drive a motorcycle, and everything I did well, because I put everything.
It's not enough to be motivated by external factors or rely on others to push us forward. We have to be self-motivated and dedicated to putting in the work. Listening to the opinions of others, whether it's our parents, friends, or the internet, can distract us from our true path. We must block out the noise and fully dedicate ourselves to becoming what we want to be. When we strive to make an impact, we are bound to face judgment and negativity from others. People may doubt our abilities or question our audacity. However, instead of being discouraged by this criticism, we should use it as fuel to keep pushing forward. Haters can actually be a source of motivation and a reminder that we are operating at the outer limits of our potential. Embrace the haters and let them keep you grinding towards your goals. Being happy and dissatisfied is the key to pushing ourselves to new levels of success. Your comfort zone is the place where dreams go to die. To achieve greatness, we must be consumed by our goals. Every breath, every ounce of energy, and every thought should be dedicated to becoming what we want to be. Obsession is not a negative trait. It is the driving force behind extraordinary achievements. If we want to show the world how much we want to win, we need to pack our calendar with activities that align with our goals. Our commitment and obsession will set us apart from the rest. The attempt to get more makes you into something better. Hungry people are more urgent than others. They take immediate action to learn new skills and improve themselves. Procrastination has no place in their lives. They understand that what they do at night, in the morning, and when their friends are out partying matters. They prioritize their goals over temporary pleasures and understand that success doesn't wait for anyone. success clock keeps ticking, and we must make the most of every moment. The people we surround ourselves with play a significant role in our success. If our friends and family accept mediocrity as a way of life, it can be challenging to break free from that mindset. We must distance ourselves from those who discourage our ambition and surround ourselves with individuals who inspire us to aim higher. Doubling or tripling our business, continuously improving our skills, and aiming for perfection are all signs of a relentless pursuit of success. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. It is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Being disciplined means making sacrifices, staying committed to our goals, and consistently taking action. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when we don't feel like doing it. Discipline is the key to unlocking our full potential and achieving extraordinary results. Time is our most valuable resource, and how we use it can make or break our success. It's not enough to work a few hours a day and spend the rest of our time idly. We need to manage our time effectively, making every moment count. This includes working while others sleep, learning while others party, saving while others spend, and living like we dream. Our success is directly linked to how we utilize our time. Achieving our goals and making a lasting impact requires unwavering commitment, self-motivation, surrounding ourselves with the right people, stepping out of our comfort zone, and staying disciplined. We must be obsessed with our goals, pack our calendars with purposeful activities, and consistently strive for more. By embracing discomfort, urgency, and discipline, we can overcome any obstacles and reach unimaginable heights of success. So, let's commit ourselves to giving it our all and making a real difference in our lives. The time is now. Just as a lion doesn't associate with hyenas, we must surround ourselves with like-minded individuals who share our drive and ambition. Eagles fly at a certain altitude, and they only flock with other eagles. If we find ourselves surrounded by pigeons, it may be an indication that we are flying too low. Eagles don't have time for gossip or negativity. They focus on their goals and celebrate their successes. Surround yourself with those who inspire you and push you to new heights.
The first place award, the first place check, the title of 2024 Arnold Classic, Classic Physique Champ 2-year winner, Wesley Visser.
I've been preparing myself for so long to be everything you see today, to show everybody that some men were meant for war. Some men were meant to flow with what is hardest for the world, to be an example of what's possible in a world full of comfortable. Do you get it yet? Baby boy, do you get it? You ain't hard, princess. You're hard. Doing everything the easiest way possible. How would that be hard? What's hard? What a man does? Responsible. A man, by definition, is responsible. This man is able to get results in the real world, not this fake world governed by an easy route. The easy route will never pay.
There are going to be days when you feel like you're not enough. Days when you question why you're doing this. But that's the moment you remind yourself of your why. You remind yourself of the person you were when you started. The dreams you had when this was just a vision, and how far you've come from that starting point. You didn't come this far just to come this far. The real victory is in the climb, not the destination. And here's the truth. Everyone feels the weight of pressure. Everyone has doubts. But not everyone chooses to keep pushing when the pressure mounts. That's where the separation happens. That's where champions are made. It's not in the moments when things are easy. It's in the moments when you feel like you've given everything and still need to find more within yourself. That's when you dig deep. And that's when you grow. You've got to embrace those tough days, those moments of doubt, because they're part of the process. Every challenge is shaping you into something stronger, more resilient, and more prepared for what's to come. So don't fear the struggle. Welcome it. It's sharpening you. It's making you unstoppable. You know, I see a lot of people get lost along the way because they let the noise around them drown out their own voice. They listen to the critics, the doubts, the negativity, people who aren't doing anything to push themselves forward. But you're different. You've sacrificed, you've committed, and you've stayed true to your vision. And that's what it takes. Success isn't about talent alone. It's about perseverance. It's about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, even when it's hard.
You're the biggest problem in your and I get so frustrated because I know how easy it is for you to create your dream life, your dream situation, have your dream physique, your dream finances, dream everything. It's so easy. Why can I say that? Because look, my life is of my choosing. You can't control what everyone around you is going to do. But are you in control? Are you running it? The people who don't run it, they have no say. They're always the ones barking and saying everyone's doing everything wrong. If they were doing stuff so right, they would have this thing called a result. They don't, because they're negative. The telltale sign of a positive individual is progression.
The world can be unforgiving. You might be tired, hungry, or dealing with personal challenges, but when you're chasing greatness, there's no time to slow down. The moment you stop believing in yourself is the moment you give others the chance to define you. And the truth is, no one can define your journey but you. It's easy to get caught up in the opinions of others. The world today can be loud with voices that don't see the sacrifices you're making. But remember, the negativity only has power if you let it in. Don't feed it. Stay focused on what truly matters. Your vision, your goals, your journey, every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Every challenge is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become better. Sometimes you'll look in the mirror and not see the results you want. You might feel like you're not moving fast enough or that you're falling short. But success isn't always about immediate results. It's about consistency, patience, and determination. It's about knowing that despite the setbacks, despite the struggles, you are still moving forward. Stay committed. Every success story starts with a leap of faith, and more often than not, that leap feels like a free fall into the unknown. Ramon, like so many of us, faced the challenge of leaving behind everything he knew, his family, his hometown, and the comfort of familiarity. He uprooted his life with only one thing pushing him forward: faith. Faith in himself, faith in the journey, and faith in a future that was still taking shape. You might be standing at the edge of your own leap right now, questioning if you've got what it takes. You may doubt whether the struggles will be worth it, or wonder if you'll ever make it to the other side. But remember, before you see the view from the top, you have to climb the mountain. Ramon faced loneliness, fear, and the weight of responsibility. There were moments when he doubted if it would all work out. He questioned, if I fail, what do I have left? But he kept going. Through tears, late-night doubts, and days when nothing seemed to go right, he pushed forward. And now, looking back, every moment of pain was a step toward greatness. The key to his success wasn't just in his talent, but in his resilience. When God has a plan for you, He opens your eyes and says, "This is your game. Go play it." It's not just about dreaming of success, but about walking the path, no matter how difficult it may seem.
Biggest problem is that you're always trying to convince your mind of something your heart knows is a lie. You're siding with logic over that divine connection that your soul tells you is right. I don't even understand how you guys can listen to a simple man over that voice in your chest, that call from your conscience. That's so pure, so true, so real, that guides you so well. It has every time. I don't get how you can denounce that call. We know where you want to be. Don't denounce the level you want, and don't accept your level. I'm not accepting mine. My low level is There's many stages above this.
When we're in the gym, it's just you and me, focused, no distractions. That's what it's all about. Be present, brother. Take a moment and reflect. Remember how far you've come, from those early days to where you are now. You've already come so far, but this journey is just beginning. Stay focused. Don't listen to the negativity. The people criticizing you, they're doing the same things they did last week, last year. But you're pushing forward, evolving. And that's what matters. Appreciate both the good and the bad days, because it's all part of the journey. Every struggle is shaping you. When you reach the top, it'll mean that much more because you know you earned it. And remember, this journey you're on, it's not just for you. You've got people watching you, people rooting for you, people drawing strength from your commitment. Your journey is inspiring others in ways you may not even realize. So when you feel like giving up, think about all those people who believe in you. You're carrying their hopes too. You're showing them what's possible. They ground it. The road ahead may not be easy, but it's worth it. Keep your focus. Use the pressure to sharpen your edge, and when your time comes, and it will, you'll realize that every moment of doubt, every drop of sweat, and every bit of pressure only made your victory that much sweeter. It means you're pushing yourself beyond what's comfortable, and that's where growth happens.
Well, another bodybuilder's dead. Another guy gone way too soon. Another good guy gone way too soon. I don't care what you do with your life. I don't care what you do, it's your life. But what I do care about is whenever people talk and make a bunch of claims that they don't know all about another man's life whenever he's passed, because he's gone, he ain't here. His family, his friends, his girlfriends, his many friends that were super close, they're all gonna hurt. We all are in this community to become better people, to become better versions of ourselves. We don't pass judgment upon people because of what they do with their lives. We are brothers of iron. We're supposed to be in this together. And when someone chooses to do whatever they want to with their life, that's what they do. That's him. That's what he wanted to do with his life. People that don't smoke, don't drink, don't ever do anything bad. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. They are perfect in every sense of the word. They eat healthy, they do all these things, and then somehow come down with breast cancer, or lung cancer, or get hit by a train, get hit by a bus, do something just takes their life way too soon, gets cracked by a drunk driver. These things happen in life. The one guarantee that we have in life is that we are going to die. Just a matter if there's going to be any cool stories to tell about you whenever you're gone.
Life is unpredictable. The one certainty we all face is that our time is limited, and how we choose to live defines our legacy. It doesn't matter how long we live. What matters is the impact we leave behind. We've all witnessed great people taken from us too soon. People like Ilya Golem, who lived with passion, who inspired others just by being themselves. It's moments like this that make us reflect on our own lives, our purpose, our choices, and how we want to be remembered. Each day you wake up is an opportunity to be better, not for fame, not for glory, but because every action you take can inspire someone else. Whether you're leading millions or simply setting an example for the people in your gym or community, your influence matters. You don't need to have it all figured out. No one does. But what sets you apart is your choice to keep going, to keep striving, and to live with passion. To push yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. Because you know that being your best self doesn't just serve you, it serves everyone around you. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be the strongest or the fastest. But what you must be is committed. Committed to being better than you were yesterday. Committed to showing up, even when it's hard. Committed to being a good person, to helping others, to lifting them up when they need it.
People can speculate all they want. They can say, there is a reason that he passed, and is that reason ever going to be 100% found out? We don't know. Nor does it really matter, because there's another good man gone from the planet. Personally, the way that I live my life and have been saying for everybody to live their life the way that they want to and they choose, and don't pass judgment upon people for what they want to do. A single person on this planet is to live with passion, to love life with such intensity that people can't help but be attracted to you. They can't help but want to be around you. That man possessed that, and that's something special. And he did so in a way where young people just flocked to him. They couldn't help but want to watch him. They couldn't help but want to watch his videos. I'm not going to fly off the handlebars. You guys know that there are dangers involved in everything.
Every breath you take is a chance to write your own story, to craft a life that others will look at and say, that person lived with purpose. But understand this, it won't be easy. The road ahead is filled with obstacles, naysayers, and moments that will test your limits. There will be days where you question yourself, where everything feels like it's working against you. Those are the days that define you. Greatness isn't about being the best at everything, it's about being the best you. You don't have to compare yourself to others. You don't need to walk their path. Blaze your own trail. Do things your way with your unique passion and vision, because no one else can live your life for you. And here's the secret that too many people forget. You have the power to change lives just by being you. The words you speak, the actions you take, the way you lift someone else when they're down, it all matters. Sometimes it's not the big grand gestures that make the most impact. It's the small, consistent actions that show you care, that you're present, that you're someone others can rely on. People may forget what you said or did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. Be that person who leaves others better than they found them. Be the person who stands tall when others waver, who speaks up when others stay silent, who leads with kindness, strength, and purpose. No matter what path you choose, remember this: you are in control. Your future is in your hands, not in the opinions of others, not in the past mistakes or missteps you've made. Each day is a fresh start. Every moment is a chance to push yourself further. Look around you. People need positivity. They need hope. They need you to be that light. Whether it's the people in your gym, your family, your friends, or strangers you've never met, your actions and attitude can inspire them. Be the one who lifts others up, who leads by example, and who shows that kindness and strength can coexist. No one said the journey would be easy. But what makes life meaningful is the passion you pour into everything. Wake up every morning and commit to being the best version of yourself. When life knocks you down, don't stay down. Get back up and fight for your dreams. It's your life. Make it count. So when you face challenges, rise to them. When doubt creeps in, silence it with action. When fear tries to paralyze you, take one step forward. Because even the smallest step is a step in the right direction, a step toward the life you're meant to live. You are capable of more than you know. You have strength inside you that's waiting to be unleashed. So don't hold back. Don't play small. You were meant for more. So go after it with everything you've got. Life isn't about playing it safe or staying within the lines. It's about living fully. It's about chasing your passions with intensity, giving your all to every moment, and leaving no doubt that you lived on your own terms.